Hey guys, AGLAIS is a perfect finisher if you're looking to test out the new Scoia'tael cards. We're going to try and buff her in hand with things like Ithleen, Circle of Life, and then we're going to be using the new cards to spawn an abundance of temperings all in the same turn we play AGLAIS, and hopefully we can get 70 plus points on this AGLAIS. It's going to be huge. Make sure you like the video if you enjoy it, and subscribe to the channel for more Gwent deck guides. We have FRANCESCA, who is going to be used in combination with our Mahakam Forge leader ability to play 2 temperings in the same turn that we play our AGLAIS, therefore reaching her in time for her deploy effect to double the boosts. She has a counter of 3, and whenever we play a special card, her counter will slowly decrease. When it does reach that 0, we're going to replay a card. So you might want to replay an Aneromancy or a Heatwave. In this case, it's just going to be a simple tempering, because that's going to be the only card we're able to replay in the same turn we play the AGLAIS. So therefore, we're maximizing the points on the AGLAIS with Fran. But there's more. Not Vanadane, unfortunately. He's not popping off, I have to say. A little bit underwhelming, so no room for him, unfortunately. Sorceress of Dol Blafana, though, is huge for AGLAIS, because we can have multiple of these on the board in the same turn we play our AGLAIS. Before her deploy goes off, we can boost her using tempering spawned from this card. This is opening up a massive door to huge AGLAIS points. So if it's 4 points exactly, it's guaranteed to find tempering, as there's 3 options: Making a Bomb, Dryad's Caress, and the tempering. However, if it's at 5 strength, Circle of Life comes into the equation, as does Waylay and Rebuke, and therefore that might not be ideal. So we actually really want this card at 4 strength. Unfortunately, if it's chilling at 3 strength, it's a little bit worse, because you can't play it at all. You have to have 4 power at least for this card to work. We don't just have the 2 of these though, we've got 4 via the Megascope. So potentially we can have 4 of these cards down on the board at the same time, all playing temperings for our AGLAIS as well as FRANCESCA, as well as the hand buffs to make things outrageously powerful. The final new card in this deck is the Whisperer of Dol Blafana, working very similar to a Scoia'tael Revenant. Whenever we play a special card, it's going to spawn a base copy. We can use this in combination with other cards, such as the Sorceress of Dol Blafana, to proc this as soon as it enters the board and get some value, while also demanding an answer from our opponent. Great premium on this one too, I have to say. But what ways do we have in Scoia'tael of boosting AGLAIS in hand? That's all we had before. Now we've got these ways of boosting her on the board with Fran and with the Sorceresses of Dol Blafana, but how do we boost her in hand? Well, the most surefire way is going to be double Circle of Life as well as Ithleen. Ithleen is a great card in this one to just boost that AGLAIS by 4. Dunker and Hawker Smugglers are also going to be fantastic options. Sarissa, a little bit power crept. We're not going to be playing Devotion because of the Megascope, so Frixenet, not really an option in this one. There's also an honourable mention to Triss Butterflies, which does have the potential of being used with AGLAIS, but I think for her provision cost there's just going to be better options due to the randomness of this card, and really needing to have it as your last play. There's going to be other things you're probably wanting to do around that time in the round. Dunker is going to benefit from being able to only boost Scoia'tael cards, so as we're playing some neutrals such as Megascope and others, she's more likely to hit your AGLAIS. Added to that, the Hawker Smuggler has some great synergy with the Megascope, where we can actually copy multiple of these, meaning we can have an abundance of Hawker Smugglers. And of course, if you've been watching my videos, you won't be surprised to see, if I see a Megascope, you should probably expect to see Idaran just around the corner. The potential to spawn multiple of these Sorceress of Dol Blafana, then boosting them up, means that we can have an abundance of buffs for AGLAIS in round 3, but also the potential for Hawker Smugglers to flood the board is something that is truly exciting. The fantastic Forest Protector is going to give us a point slam play, as well as using more Circle of Life for our AGLAIS. You might be surprised, but we're going to include Feign Death, a powerhouse card that synergizes fantastically well with all the new cards, because they're all elves. The Sorceresses and the Whisperers, as well as FRANCESCA, even the Ithleen. We've got mages in abundance, so using a scenario sounds like a great way to try and secure round control. Maybe we could use AGLAIS as a big tempo play and then try and save the Feign Death for round 3. It gives us some options and a little bit more staying power and oomph. The Feign Death is also going to be spawning a Waylay, which is going to come in clutch to spawn some more Dol Blafanas, and has synergy with the new, fantastic, amazing Elven Scribe, a 10-point card for 4 provisions. This is really incentivizing us to play lots of spell cards, special cards that are then going to proc the counter. It's another great Megascope target. If you have Megascope on a Scribe and you have a Darren down on the board, the second Scribe that a Darren spawns starts at 1 strength, boosts by 6, which just means the Darren value with Megascope is through the roof with this particular card. While tutor cards are great in Gwent, cards like a Neuromancy cannot put our AGLAIS in hand, which is exactly where we want her from the very start of the game to maximize the points we're going to get on this. So how can we get her in hand? There's only one good way I know, and that is using Iris Companions. It's going to draw our AGLAIS and then discard a random card from our hand. Super risky, because that means we could discard the AGLAIS itself. We could discard our scenario, for example. However, this recently got changed about a month ago, where if you include Iris in your deck, Iris Shade, who works with armor, no armor here, but there's a 6 provision Iris card, which while she's quite bad on her own, this combination, if we have the Iris in hand and Iris Companions, we can put AGLAIS into our hand. That means if we draw Iris and a Neuromancy, we could even go Iris into a Nero, into Companions to put the AGLAIS in hand, and then just even discard the Iris if we don't want her. The importance of getting AGLAIS in our hand in round 1 in this deck is crucial, and having this really fun combo as a way of doing it is great. Sometimes you're just going to say, you know what, I'm just going to go for it. You might get unlucky, it's going to happen, but of course ideally you're going to have the Iris in hand, and it's just a great addition to the deck in my opinion to improve the consistency. Finally, we're going to want to include some more 4 provision special cards. Cards like Tempering and Pact seem like the best fit here because they're going to be able to boost up our Sorceresses of Dolbothana, including the ones that have been spawned by Idaran, which means they're then going to have an opportunity to actually play the special card from them, because if they're just 1 strength, they're not going to have that option. But using Pacts and Temperings as ways of boosting them is going to give us that extra bit of leeway. Obviously, just extra spells for the Scribes, for the Dolbothanas, and making sure that our Fran is going to go through is going to be really important. In terms of the stratagem, I'm going to stick to the Enchanted Armor because I'm going for the biggest AGLAIS possible. You might say, okay, Cursed Scroll can put AGLAIS in hand, but that's a 0-point stratagem. Enchanted Armor, okay, it's carryover. It's not actually giving us any points in round 1, but we're just going all in on the biggest AGLAIS. There is another thing you can do though. If you would like to see me play Cyana and AGLAIS, I know Fuchsia Briefs has probably got his eye on this one. We can use Cyana and AGLAIS to double the AGLAIS boost. It goes through the roof. Let me know if you want to see that. Enjoy this video with this deck. Make sure you like the video if you enjoy. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Thanks for watching. Deuces. Early afternoon, and oh my god. I was so unprepped for the rest of the day. I just had honestly, I can still feel it. I've played Witch games. Yeah, I've played Witch 3. I'm actually doing a playthrough of Witch 3 at the moment. I haven't played it for a couple of days since the expansion, but we started a Witcher 3 playthrough. Oh yeah, we're playing Feign Death in our flipping AGLAIS deck. What a moment. I didn't draw AGLAIS, guys. I didn't even draw the cat dog. Got AGLAIS in hand. I'm of the opinion that I'm just going to risk it all, right? Doesn't matter. Stuff does. Might need to ditch the Idaran, honestly. Idaran could be troll. It's mainly just the Megascope idea. But also, like, on the Dolbothanas. It doesn't really work with Dolbothanas. Or I should kick the Idaran. I'm going to do a 10k special on YouTube. I've got some ideas. But at the moment, I'm full expansion mode. I haven't had time to think about 10,000 subscriber thing, but I mean, it would be a good idea, right? What? Weird. Very weird. Create 10,000 different decks. Great idea, that, yeah. That's good. Oh, our opponent has made a grave error. The only problem is I don't have a card to do it in 1. Pass? Nah, just go long round. I can't use my leader. My AGLAIS money. It's like 10 points. It's like 10 boost on the AGLAIS, which is like 20 points.
We met. I don't recall.
Am I getting ignored or did you miss the answer? Oh, you're getting ignored. Or there's a secret third option of I didn't see it because I'm half asleep. Is Consume Monsters and or Swarm Monsters dead? Definitely not, no. I saw a life coach playing some Consume Monsters and it was actually unironically popping off. Like it really, really was. Guys, we're gonna risk it.
Agreed, as per our contract.
We're gonna risk it, guys. Yeah, that was good. Let's go. I think Darren's got to go.
Corpses? Nay, few are close to the crabs, but they still live.
What is the game mode? I've not seen. I'm not in the loop in terms of the seasonal modes. I've never really been a big seasonal kind of guy.
All that dancing around. It's not for me.
Darren Megascope is a lot of fun. It's probably not the right motive for this one though. I mean, the idea is you get like 1 million smugglers, but a bit of a stretch. I've got the Ithleen. Like, I think I honestly just I don't want this card. No Fran, brilliant. Dual casting is whenever you play a special card, you play it again. Yeah, that sounds good for Alza actually. Very good.
To arms! All of yous! Burn the homes! Fell the trees! Anything shiny! Plunder!
We ain't got a chance, guys. Even with last say, like, we just got no carryover, really. And, like, this. Didn't get the Ithleen down. AGLAIS is chilling at no strength. We missed Bran. Bad combo. A special card is, like, any card that's not a unit or an artifact. So this is an artifact. And then this is a unit. And then anything else is a special. But there's difference between, like, spells. Like, this is a nature card, for example. But they're all specials.
Nigh is the time of the white frost and white light.
Nice one, Tankov. Thanks, man. I feel like my decks have been a bit dodgy, but on day 1 they were good. Day 2, which was yesterday, didn't go as well, but day 1, it was smooth. It was smooth. And I've got chat to help as well, you know. It's not all me. I'm not a one-man army, noob tube.
Over my dead and cold body.
When we're playing Forge with this deck, it's the AGLAIS motive, basically.
Carefully.
Yo, flow. This is exactly what this deck is. Although I think Darren's got a go blood. The idea behind it was you go smuggler and you go megascope of Darren. And you've got like 4 smugglers, but we haven't actually pulled it off yet. But yeah, the idea is you use the Sorceress of Dolbothana. You just leave them floating on the board, right? You megascope them. The biggest problem is if they are damaged, they don't get to play tempering. But if they can play tempering, guys, it's broken. Think about it. You go tempering, 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 tempering on AGLAIS. Kinda nutty.
Double the kind.
Yeah, this is a problem, guys.
The valley is vast. There is no place more beautiful.
Okay, what's up?
Illusions.
So yeah, the idea is, guys, you have Fran down on the board, and she turns your tempering leader into 10 points, yeah, on AGLAIS. No. I wanted to use this on AGLAIS. It's fine, we can just use it. Still. Oh, that was a misplay. That's for sure. Do I have any dryads? Nope. Caress, tempering, caress. This card popping off, guys. You can't hate on it too much. It's got the Feign Death synergy is there as well, guys. It really, really is. Are you guys impressed by my deck building skills yet? It was mainly Pabs and Laraka, actually. Pabs had the idea of playing AGLAIS, I think, yesterday. Oh. This is the beautiful thing about them passing as well. I mean, we still lost, but it was a good effort. Like, imagine we had the... Okay, Fran would have died. But imagine we had like these in round 1. Excuse me.
Exactly what I hoped for. Drink this, you'll feel better.
Oh, did we do it? Oh, let's go! Yes! Let's go! What a moment. Brother, I'm glad you like it, mate. I'm just trying to pump out the content. And like, that's the kind of thing I just wouldn't upload before, but why not, right? I'm glad you liked it. Let's show off the deck list. Yeah. And share. Might ditch the Adaran, guys. I don't know. I'm still on the fence. Thing is, if you're using Megascope, it's kind of troll not to play Adaran, in my opinion. The card's just popping off. Complete sauce.
A superb specimen, truly.
Yes! 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 Let's go. I'm not a massive, It's the enchanted armor one. I got this in a keg. I'm not a massive fan, I must admit. Oh, let's go. They're AGLAIS buff as well. Come on, AGLAIS. Yes, just keep buffing that AGLAIS. So now we go Megascope Adaran, and we're going to have 4 of these. Popping off. The only problem is I don't have enough flipping spells for my sages. I want to play my sages because they're going to stop AGLAIS getting buffed. Kind of peek.
Oh, don't dare cross me, or my friend here will take you.
We are losing on even, but who cares, mate? We've got the world's biggest AGLAIS. We just hope they don't play Spores. It's one of them ones. It does feel really bad that I'm playing these, though. I mean, I guess I could use Fran and Leader to try and not lose the round, but... Wait, really? I'm just gonna pass, dude? What the heck? Do we go for the high roll? Do we just play the Sage, the Scribe? I mean, this is a flipping 12-point card, right? Just realised this wouldn't have been enough. Come on. Buff the AGLAIS, guys. No! No! What the hell? Should have gone for it, right? We just go for the 2-0, guys. I think we just go for the 2-0, honestly. Nah, I want the biggest AGLAIS of all time. And the biggest AGLAIS of all time needs a longer round. Because, mate, this AGLAIS, we have last say. I reckon she's going to be over 100 points. Okay, maybe not. She could be, though. We could actually have an... we actually could get an AGLAIS that's over 100 points, guys. We could. We could do it. We have the sorceresses, which we need. We need the Ithleen and the Megascope. They're like... And the Circle. Why she who knows? Hello, what's... They just go down a card for this 10 carryover. Oh, let's go. Ithane, yes. Cat dog, not really what we're looking for, must admit. Seems a bit risky to keep hold of. Pact isn't what we're looking for either. Circle, nice. Okay, so we missed Feign Death, Megascope. Not bothered about the Feign Death because it's not AGLAIS points. This was 10 points for AGLAIS. If you guys are wondering why, it's because we're going to have the sorceresses down on the board. And then we're going to click them for tempering on when we put our AGLAIS down. It's nutty. The combo of dreams. I want to take a circle with the Forest Protector for the extra AGLAIS value, so we'll just rebuke to start off with. One, yeah, we're going to have loads of spells as well. It's a shame we don't have like a single one of these as well. Like this would have just played for so many points. But we'll pump our circles. These. $14 AGLAIS. Guys, this deck is popping off right now. Okay, what's up? Oh my goodness! Look at this deck, guys! It's crazy! I love it!
Now is the time of the sword and axe.
I love it! This AGLAIS is actually just completely popping off, guys. It's crazy out here. Wait.
Agreed, as per our contract.
What a flex this is. The last thing they expect to see. I was hoping we would find like this. Or a smuggler.
Spit it out already.
Please don't kill this. Natural selection is like a 14-point play. Bad.
Specimen.
Could be in trouble if they kill this.
Freedom.
Our friend won't go off.
For freedom.
Like, in theory, I should go Forest Protector here. I'm gonna risk it.
Stop gurgling like that.
It's a natural selection I'm scared of, but yeah, like we have the read that it doesn't have it. It might be like a heat wave or a spores. Or a Bargeist. We win, right? We just win. We just win, guys. Right? Here we go. Here we go, guys.
Lie still.
We get the tempering. We get the tempering. We get the tempering! Ah! Okay, it wasn't 100 points, but it was 70. That's not bad.